Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to take a look at my last fights in Dawn of Apocalypse and see how that went, and if we ended up in a good spot and I got at the end the fight that I really want to show you because it went well. So first up we're going to have a Deathstroke fight against boss Black Manta. So as you may be aware, last time I tried this I was a little bit drunk from a night out with the boys, so I was expecting my clones to actually not get tagged out. Over here we're going to do our best to get most of the clones a percentage shell damage before they get tagged out. The first one there's not much I can do about in terms of it getting tagged in early, because he's going to eventually do super move, but I made sure to have enough power to do at the very least 2-second specials. So yeah, there's the first one in there. And there's the second one in there, and we're not going to generate energy fast enough for a third one. But here, annoyingly enough, it would have been enough time for 3 of them if we had the energy. Now what we're going to attempt to do is to keep Deathstroke, the base Deathstroke, in the fight until the last minute of the fight, because then we will have more power generation and the clone will have a far better shot at getting 3/3 second specials in there. So that's what we're really looking for here. Come on, dropped again. Come on, dropped again. And I'm going to even attempt to do some special 1s and 3rd specials. Again, every last bit of damage matters. We're done with the second special percentage hull damage for the base Deathstroke, so that doesn't matter anymore. So we're going to try and get some 3rd specials in there. Since we got Nora Snow Globe, we're going to deal next to no damage, because that's just how it goes. And even with high soul rate artifact stats, Deathstroke doesn't really do much damage outside of his second special. So yeah, just doing my best here to squeeze in those little damage values. So yeah, right now we can die peacefully because it's the last minute, so the power generation is as good as it's gonna get. So the clone is in there, and here I wasted some time at the start, and that will suck a bit. Second special as soon as I could, and now we have the power, but simply it tagged in baseline Deathstroke. I did do the command for the second special, and baseline Deathstroke did it, but the clone just got tagged out. I think it is possible to get 3 of them in there. I just got unlucky at the start when I got tagged in with the clone and lost a little bit of time. So we're going to see how this goes. And yeah, we did a decent amount of damage, and now what I was planning to do was kill Manta in 2 fights, if possible, without using Raven, and then use Raven to one-shot another boss. And honestly, I had no team that was able to do that. My only hope was to just get Mr. Freeze Brainiac in there and hope for the best. I was really not expecting this team to do a good job or enough damage, but with the other teams that I had, I was 100% sure I wouldn't be able to do enough damage. For this team I was 99% sure we wouldn't do enough damage, but there was that 1% chance that we might subvert the expectations and do enough damage. Also, I forgot one equip gears from Wonder Woman, and that sucked because she took a longest time to die. This unit is immune to stun, sadly, so to stun and freeze, and we're going to have a little bit of trouble freezing him. We have a 25% chance to freeze him nevertheless, but yeah, it's not gonna be easy. Something that I noticed, and it's going to be a good benchmark for when you want to freeze characters that are immune to freeze. When they're going to get frozen, they're actually going to start stacking the freezing debuff. Because when they resist the freezing stacking, the scaling of freezing, look, you can see that there, it's simply not going to appear. Over here, it did appear. So yeah, we finally froze him, but yeah, Mr. Freeze in there, jump attack, and even though we managed to eventually freeze him, the dot values are not that high anyway, and if this was a normal fight, like a fight where I could tag in and out whenever I wanted to, maybe this would have been enough for one shot, but yeah, this fight sucked ass. But again, I had the 100% certainty the other teams were not gonna get the job done, and for this team I had like a 99% certainty, but that's fine. I cut that a little bit too short. I think that was 20 mil. It was not much. So for the last one here, we're going to use the Kinflan Sakuman Raven team, Beta Club on King, and Sword of Sin on Raven. It is not going to be a great experience, and a lot of times when Raven got tagged in, I had a window of time of half a second where she literally couldn't do anything and was not willing to block. So that was weird. And this fight was not so great. This didn't go very well, my dudes. Let's just get that out there. This fight did not go well, but it might get the job done eventually. Beta Club on King yet again. This guy is fortified, so that means he's got max out defense. And boy, he blocked that real quick and he lost all the darkness there. This is the first time I knew that this fight was not gonna go well. By the way, I wanted to get this video out earlier because I did those fights last night and I wanted to do it in the morning while you guys were waiting for another soul raid. My girlfriend called me and she was like, let's go watch Batman at the cinema. And I was like, okay, let's go watch Batman at the cinema. And I did like Batman. If you guys saw Batman, let me know in the comments what you thought about the new Batman movie. I did like it. And honestly, the Twilight movie guy, it's one of the better Batmans I've seen. Like, no joke, my dudes. It was a moment in the movie where, like, no major spoilers here, but there was a moment in the movie where Catwoman was kind of putting her hand on his cheek, and he was like, "What are you trying to hide under this mask?" And I was like, "That he played in Twilight, my dude. That's what he's trying to hide." But yeah, no joke. The Batman movie was good. I recommend you go watch it for yourself. Good movie. One of the best Batman lately. I do like him far more than I liked Ben Affleck, to be honest. So yeah, back to this fight. Didn't go very well so far, but and yet again Raven gets tagged in and simply gets hit. There's nothing I can do about that over there. Special one in there, applying that burning, power draining a bit. King in there, jump attack, third special. We're at max stacks with the passive and we do have a decent amount of Raven stacks, but this dude still has a high enough defense because there's no way we can refresh the burning in time, so each time we apply the burning is going to just reduce half of the defense. Raven in there gets finally a good tag in, actually. Another special one there. Come on, chopped again. Another special one. Another special one. And yeah, King in there, and he's going to die unavoidably. But that's fine, he can revive, and yeah, that's the end of Manta. Again, I would have loved to be able to kill him without using Raven here and then use Raven League Monarchy to one-shot maybe Boss Joker, and this is where we left off on the main account. Next time Dawn of Apocalypse comes up, I'm finally going to finish Heroic 7 and kill Boss Darkseid, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So yeah, now with the secondary account, we're going to have a little bit of a fight here. And we're going to try again the double Nora Snow Globe. We have one Nora Snow Globe on Classic Superman, one Nora Snow Globe on EPI. We're going to try and get both of them killed. Though EPI ideally not killed all the way through. Classic Superman is here because this dude is fortified, and on my secondary account I do not have armor pierce on basic attacks on Joker because I just can't be bothered to reroll talents. Like, at this point it's not the credits problem, I do have a lot of credits. And look at this, the clone got tagged in and he used a special one and the clone didn't get hit by it, or the original at the very least, because it happened during the tag in animation. Remember that. So here we got EPI, gets killed in a second. First clone gets killed. EPI herself will get killed again. Clone gets killed here. I was blocking here because I was hoping for a special one on the clone, and now use the special one while I'm tagging in, and EPI dies. Okay, this is why I don't like this team. Every single time, no matter how I try to do it, maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm just room temperature IQ when it comes to this team and letting EPI die, but every single time I try to get EPI killed, well, I do too good of a job at it, my dudes. I simply do too good of a job at it. And Joker deals a decent amount of damage because of the 6 stacks of the passive, but obviously there's not going to be anywhere close to the damage that he would have been able to deal if EPI was alive, because he obviously gets thought damage. And look, this is all planned. Like, as I told you, class disadvantage fear is going to apply to Joker 2 times. Because it once applies to dot and once applies to the base damage, and if the base damage is lower, the dot is going to be lower already, and then it further lowers the dot. So it's all planned, my dudes. Now we get the class disadvantage applied to only one part of the damage. All planned, my dudes. Hashtag the proper strategy. Boy, this fight was such a mess, and it prevented me from killing EPI. Okay, so next fight. We have Sir Banshee and Raven. This is most likely the fight that I'll put in the timeline. I think I refined this fight. Should you use this team? Most likely not. But It's going to do a job nevertheless. Like, my Kinflan Sakumen plus Raven can do a far better job than the Silver Banshee Raven if the League of Anarchy team is not available in most scenarios. But here, he's got armor, he's got maxed out armor, and I have no other way to reduce it, because I just used my Superman as you saw in the previous fights. So Silver Banshee is basically the only thing that can have a chance to do some damage here, because her third special is going to be armor piercing. Special on Raven. Again, this is a gearless Raven, so I need to be careful so that she doesn't die. And look, there's gonna be a person in the comments. It's gonna be like, Sigfold Raven is arcane as well. If you use her second special, she's also going to be able to disable abilities from Bane. Why are you not doing that? Look, man, at this point, please try that yourself and see how that goes. If I do that, her Special 2 animation is going to back her away from the enemy, and I can't have a safe tagging for Silver Banshee, and Raven gets exposed to getting damaged, and this literally ruins the whole combo. It does have a synergy with the Silver Banshee passive, but it's the most garbage synergy for Raven because her Special 2 backs her off. Trust me, using the Special 2 is actually going to be a terrible idea, and I have tried it myself, and if you don't believe me, you're free to try it yourself and see how that goes. At the same time, the ideal scenario here would be to tag in with Raven straight into a Special 1, and then combo interrupt and do some combo to get higher combo for Silver Banshee. But look, I have a gearless Raven, I can't risk getting hit, because as soon as I get hit I die, and we have the Dark Mill cards, so there's not gonna be a revive after dying. Yeah, the damage on Silver Banshee is actually quite decent. We have a level 8 fodder box for the stats, and I'm combo interrupting with her a bit to build some combo for her. 22 mil there. Jump attack, special 1. You could have done another third special there, and I'll eventually start doing it, and that might be a little bit more optimal gameplay. But yeah, third special in there. Jump attack, another third special. And yeah, I do like this team. This is one of the teams that I like a lot in terms of gameplay, but again, it's not really optimal. And Bad Ninja team most likely does more than this usually, but if we use Raven Bad Ninja team, we have to get Grodd out of there, we can't get Robin out of there because we lose the lethal attack damage passive, and in this fight we can't do that because, again, this dude is fortified, and without Grodd we can't reduce armor, so that wouldn't have been an option. Silver Banshee was the only option. I was really trying to kill this dude, to one-shot this dude, and I don't think there were too many mistakes. I don't think if I played it better I could have killed him, and that sucks because that made me leave EPI alive with like 30 mil health. So yeah, fat rip on that one, and this is going to be the most straightforward fight in my life. I was so determined and so furious at this dude to kill him. This will be a flawless, fast fight. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this as far as it goes for me in Dawn of Apocalypse, and yeah, I'll see you in the next Soul Raids. Thank you for watching, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, and goodbye.
This is the future.